This morning we're going to be talking about some things that God laid out for us. Moses did during when Moses walked the face of this earth, and what he was doing for the will of God, what he did do. The time he was here, sure he messed up, probably a number of times, but he knows how to get back in touch with the Lord. But we're coming out of Numbers. That's where we're going, back in Numbers where Moses, chapter 13, starting at chapter 13, verse 1 through 3. But this right here, give you a little bit of, just a little bit about it, is where Moses took the people. You know, he already went to the mountain, top of the mountain. God wrote the Ten Commandments on the rock he brought down. And people were going back to doing what they were doing. And he got mad. And God didn't want him to throw them things, but he threw them through the rocks. The Bible he had wrote out for him, Ten Commandments, busted them up, and by command, his command. He had God's power on him. The man was powerful in the Lord because he loved God. God had him to lead, you know. And he's the one opened up. He called him, he gave him a chance. See, it's right here. He gave him a chance too. Said, all y'all people, and ain't that something much? Just like today, what Jesus told. Alright? All y'all want to follow me. All y'all want to follow me and do right again. See, give him that chance. Right there. Moses gave him a chance. And don't stay over here. Give him stay over there. What'd he do? He opened up, he said, he commanded the ground to open up. Well, opened up, 1/3 of them fell off in there. And 1/3 of a million is what, 200,000?
300-something.
300-some thousand fell on the hole right there. But see, that's what I'm saying. Here we go with this. Well, they led them on through the wilderness, got to the promised land. Got to the promised land. This thing about I really got into this right here. He brought them to the promised land. God did. God led them by the night with a light. You know, give them light at night. Led them by day with a cloud. Done all this for his people to get them out of what they was in. All the hell they was in, the bondage, the suffering, the dying, the killing, everything. He brought them out of this, God did, by the hand of Moses. Alright, here it is. We're going to get some good stuff here in a minute. Here it is, he brought them. God brought them, he led them to the promised land. Alright, but we're going to read this right and pay good attention to this right here. And then we're going to go into what he's done. This is Moses. And God give him the word. God is telling him here. This right here.
Okay, we're going to start with Numbers chapter 13, verses 1 through 3.
Hang on. All right.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Send thou men that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel. Of every tribe of their fathers shall ye send a man, every one a ruler among them. And Moses, by the commandment of the Lord, sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All those men were heads of the children of Israel.
See there? You know, he's always talking about the tribes.
12 tribes.
12 tribes all through the Bible. And that's the ones that's in heaven. One out of the 12 tribes is there, going to be there anyway. And that was the leaders of all, each tribe. The leaders, the main ones he's talking to. All right, now
Verse 17, we're going to skip to 17. And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan, and said unto them, Get you up this way southward, and go up into the mountain. Then we're going to skip over to 25 through 27.
Going a lot of skipping, but
Yeah.
bear with us, yeah.
And they returned, talking about the 12 men that he sent out, and they returned from searching of the land after 40 days. Isn't it funny how God uses 40 days a lot?
Yeah,
Jesus went on the mountain 40 days. Moses was up on the mountain 40 days. They went in here for 40 days.
how many times on a ship?
Yeah, I ain't telling.
Lord.
And they went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto the wilderness of Paran to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. And they told him and said, We came unto the land whither thou sentest us, and surely it floweth with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it. And then we're going to skip down to verse 31. It says, But the men that went up with him, the ones that went up, and it was talking about Caleb now, the ones that went up with Caleb. But the men that went up with him said, We be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. Because Moses had told them in some verses here to check out the land, check out the people. And that's what they were saying. And then chapter 14, verses 1 and 2. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, Would God that we had died in the land of Egypt, or would God we had died in this wilderness?
See, that's right here. This is exactly like we were talking about before. The Old Testament does the New Testament. It's exactly what Jesus said. Exactly. What Jesus said is why he's telling them right here. He told them old boys, Moses did, go down there and see what the military is. Go down and see what the military is. See what everything's going on. Look at how big a troops they got, how big a buildings they got, what all is going on, and the food crops. Check out them. Check out all this stuff for us. Check it all out, boys. Then y'all come back, take your time. But it ended up 40 days, that's right, coming back. Well, see, they went down there. Tell you what was down there. We talking about stuff, they didn't have no water over there. Look at the grape crop. Like Parker said, they drank that grape juices for water. Said them old boys, Steve said they cut one bunch off a vine, just let it. They took two, put it on a stick, and carried it. Hey, that's some big grapes. Concord, baby. Them Concord about like carrying a truck. Well, they said it right there. Two people carried it. That's how much lush. Everything was there. But see what happened? God sent them there. He said, I'm sending you to the promised land. I promised you. He didn't gonna send them to a desert somewhere that didn't have nothing. He was sending them the best of the best of the best. He took them out of bondage over here. See, he took them out of all this. All the hell and everything was going on, death, all this stuff, because what did Moses say? He said, Lord, they've cried out to you, from the little ones to the old ones, for 400 years. Cried, please help us, God. And here he is, God has got them out, got Moses, got them out, used him, Aaron, used them old boys, got them out, got them on the way, got their promised land, and this is what Jesus tells us today. And this is what he tells us today. Jesus says today, you want to get to heaven. This is the kicker. He said, you want to get to heaven as the promised land. He was telling them about right there. That was their heaven. He was brought them out of hell just to get them to this place. See what I mean? This is the people today. This is a lot of these Christian people today. This is people today. Same thing. Listen to this story, what we're talking about here. Here he was, all this stuff. 12 of them went, 12 tribes. This is the world today. Y'all listen. This is the world today. 12 tribes went. Well, they seen giants. They was there. I don't know how many, but it was a city or countryside of giants. So what? These big old giants, they had different places, no telling what, here and there. But Moses said, come back and report it to us. We're going to figure out how to attack this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Take God in there. Well, this is the way we are today. People are today. Here it was, 12 tribes, and him and the other one, what's his name?
Caleb and Joshua.
Caleb and Joshua went in there. They went in there. Well, they come back. The others come back a whining and crying.
Yeah.
They said, ain't no, what they say in there, Rita? He, no, we can't go into that place. Hey, them people right there, the giants, they got all that stuff. We ain't going there. They said, what'd they say? They said, here it is, God, you led us right here. So they've said this all along, whine and gripe and bellyache, just like Christians do today. Whine, gripe, and bellyache, and this and that and other, and the people right here, what they saying? That's what they're talking about. Here they whine, crying, bellyache. Here it was again. Oh, we can't go on. It's the promised land. This is heaven. It's like us. Jesus talking about heaven for us. It's the heaven. Jesus talking about taking us heaven. Glory, glory, glory. Here you was right there. Them old boys don't want to go in. But you know, but them other two that love the Lord, you know what he said? Read what he just said right there.
He said,
listen to this.
And Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it.
See? Them two right there that know the Lord, they want to get in heaven. You know what I mean? They want to get in heaven. They want to go now. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. They done been down there and checked it out. They know what's down there. They didn't care. See why?
Because God was with
them. That's right. They knew God that brought them from hell all through everything, fed them out of heaven, opened everything up, opened the sea up, opened everything, got all these miracles. See, that's the thing today. It goes on in there. If you read the story, it shows God says, He said, I've showed them all these miracles. Amy, He said, God said right here, He says, right in that chapter, He said, I've showed them miracles. Showed them I raised people. Showed them I opened the ocean up. Showed them this. Showed them that. Showed them this. All of them. Fed them out of heaven. See? He said, I fed them. I done this. Didn't let nothing happen to them. Wasn't no way. Y'all boys know it. Y'all a bunch of whiners. Threw all out. That's why Moses, I don't know how he kept himself together. So he got mad that one time. That's all I heard. 1 million people whining, crying about something. But here he was, promised land. That's what Jesus promises us. Heaven. And people want to whine and gripe about get in there. And then what God says, God told them in there, He said, I'm going to kill them all. God told Moses, I'm fed up with them. There's in this chapter right here, He said, I'm killing them all, Moses. Every one of them. Every one of them. I'm destroying them all. They've seen all my miracles. That's the way it is today. Want to go in heaven. Well, hey, Jesus says, here's our heaven. Here's the streets of gold. Here's everything for you. I'm giving you all everything. This is our going into paradise is like theirs was. There was a new life. I had everything. Sure, it's going to be a battle. Sure, we have a battle out here, but look what's got in store. We got heaven.
Amen.
We got heaven. It's there waiting on us. Woohoo!
Yes.
But those that don't want it ain't going to get there. God said He killed them right there, and He'll kill the ones that's left here. If you don't know Him, He'll let Satan kill you.
That's right.
See? That's the thing about it. He took Moses right there. He told him, he said, I'm killing them all. I ain't gonna do it. I'm killing them all. Here, I'm tired of hearing them whine and gripe. Said it right there in that chapter. I mean, we can go on. I'm tired of it. What's the use, he said. What's the use? That's the way he's saying today. Jesus said, what's the use? I'm down on the old cross with them people, and they keep going back where he used to do this right here. He said, there's less people love me today than they did used to love me.
Amen.
But see, if it wasn't for Moses loving them all, he talked God out of this. God done told him right here, he said, I'm killing them all. Moses said, no. I'm sure he dropped on his knees and said, God, don't kill them all. Sure, them old ones that won't believe and all this whole time didn't want to believe. Like a lot of old ones today. They don't want to believe what God's telling them. And, they just come up with excuses. That way, that right there is what he done. So, Moses got down and begged God, don't do it. Save these two right here that wants to go in there and fight like hell for getting that place. For us to have a promised land. Lord, save the young ones. Don't destroy them all. And let all the ones we just had say, look, God let them out and killed them all. He begged them to save the young ones. That's what God done. He told them, the old leaders, he said, I tell you what, told Moses, said, all right, so I'm going to, every day, says it right there, I mean, her done read, every day, it was 40 days that they took in there, ain't it? That's where the 40 days come from. He said, I'm going to let them wander in the wilderness 40 years till I kill them all off by diseases and stuff. God! Well, he was tired of it. He got tired of the mess. Just like Jesus gets tired of our mess. And he got a hell there waiting for us. See, he took his thing. Begged God. The 40 years, what was left? Those little ones that was born, they was 40 years old or a little more. They was ready. They was ready. They were ready to go battle. But when they took God in there with them, my land, I don't even know if any of them got a scratch. Who knows? But see, when you got God with you, that's like it is today. Jesus is with us every day.
Every minute.
Every second. God was with them old boys. That's why he said, hey boy, I brought y'all out of this. Y'all got the meanest man, monstrous person in front of you. Let's go get them and kill them all. That's what he wants. This is y'all's land. I give it to you. That's like over in Israel. Same place. In that place. He said, it's y'all's land. That's the what I promised to you. That's what y'all boys are going in to get. That's what it said. See what? See what it is right there? The Old Testament come back in the New. Jesus said the same thing. But here we are, y'all. What we promised. Streets of gold. That the gold don't mean that much. But the beauty, as everything said, the beauty of that place. I like pretty things. I like pretty things. I love seeing shiny, beautiful things. I do. And that water, I love looking at streams and stuff. That water, it's no telling how beautiful it's going to be because it's coming out of the throne. Woo! Seeing this flowing, that river's coming out of the throne. The throne's rolling down there. I can, like I said before, I say just stay old John Boy. Want me to find him a fishing pole. I saying, Jesus, where them poles at? I'd have catch me one of them bass.
He probably just wiggle his little finger.
Yeah, he might be wiggling his finger like this. But you know, that's what he promised us. That's our promised land.
Amen, that's right.
That's our promised land. Thing about it, this is what the thing, the kicker is, but we don't have to fight that battle. All we got to do is Jesus made it easy for us. We got Satan, yeah, but we ain't got to go in and kill a bunch of people.
That's right.
They had to kill the old giants. They wiped them out. Kill them. Kill the others. And the ones that didn't kill, they said, hey, y'all want to be with us? You live like us. You believe like us. We'll let you live. But anyway, they got to their promised land. God led them in there. I know down in other stories that, you know, they went back to where they used to be a lot, you know, changed, but then God made them suffer.
Mm-hmm.
But still yet they had people praying for them when God restored them in.
Mm-hmm.
They had people praying that Lord have mercy on them. Because y'all know himself. Sodom and Gomorrah, he destroyed places, he destroyed the earth with water. You know, God didn't have no mercy. He wanted you to do what he wanted you to do. If you done it, he got you doing it. It's like we talked about old King David. He won battles nobody ever dreamed that he'd win. Because he took God with him. Took a little handful of men.
Amen.
And
That's
destroyed armies, big massive armies. Because he had a little few.
Mm-hmm.
But them few had God out front of them.
That's right.
Them boys shoot arrows and throw spears and they go every which way but the right way. Like we talked about old Pastor Hagee, said that guy got point blank range. That means 8 feet. We taught that was 8 feet to him. 8 feet, well that ain't very far, about this far, with that pistol. Point blank range. About 6, 7 times. Pow, 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 pow. Bullets went everywhere but hit him.
Mm-hmm.
See, he had God's, that armor on him. That baby, pew, pew, pew. Went everywhere, didn't not one bullet hit him. That guy was wanting to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You got protection of Jesus with us. Them boys had protection of God with them.
Amen.
That God opened the sea up. That brought all the plagues to them people. He got them in there. About prayer, loving him. See, that's what it was all about. That's what it's all about, all about. And he let the ones die. And Jesus lets the ones die here that don't know him. That they head for the burning death of hell. Same thing. That's what Moses opened up that ground. Y'all want to be over here with me and go to heaven? That's what it more or less said. Y'all want to be over here with me and go to heaven. Or y'all want to be over here and go to hell. They put them in hell instant.
Mm-hmm.
Opened the ground up and all them fell in instant. They went to hell whole.
Mm-hmm.
They closed it up. They closed it up. See, that's the love Jesus got for us. And that being getting into paradise, heaven, walking down them streets, whoo, how good that's going to be.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
I can't wait to get there, you know. I'm excited. I'm excited because what Jesus said, it tells about it back in the Word. That's right to me. That's like them old boys that found, see, Jesus gave us a taste of our excitement in Him. Holy Spirit, that gives us a taste of excitement right here. Just like them old boys, they come back with them big grapes.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing but we can survive on this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They probably had turners big as car wheels. Never know. You know, had fruit there big as no telling what.
Land flowing with milk and
Flowing with milk and honey. That's like I said, you think God would send them in the desert, send them somewhere? He wanted the best for my people.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like Jesus. He wants the best of the best of the best of the best for us.
That's good.
Just like God wanted for them. Ain't enough money in this universe to buy what Jesus has got for us.
Amen. That's right.
Ain't nothing but heartaches and sadness. And right there, He gives us all. Oh man, I don't have to take no more pills. I don't have to worry about walking out here being a zombo without medicine. I don't have to have my old heart going crazy. This old pacemaker will be laying here. And I'll be up yonder. I'll be glad. You think I like carrying this thing around my chest? Nah. I don't like it. I don't like them wires stuck in my heart. But got no choice down here. They ain't gonna have them up there.
Amen.
Woo! We'll be walking down that street. Woo! Hoping I can see everybody. Everybody there, man. That's what I want. See everybody. I'm gonna fight that battle and get there. But see what I'm saying? What I'm saying today is Moses, what he said, and what was done there. You know, and God told him, said, oh Moses, I'm going to let the young ones go in there. Promised land. You're going to come home with me. Your job is done. See? That's like Jesus' job. Jesus' job was done. He showed all the miracles. Jesus showed all the miracles, told them exactly what was going to happen and what was going on, what was going to happen when he left. Everything. His job was done. When our job gets done, one way or another, you're going to leave here. I want to go up yonder, walk on them streets, see that over here, talk to them old boys. Hey, Joe. Hey, Mama. Give me a little hug. Come here, Daddy. Give me a hug. Give me a Jesus first. Woo-hoo! I might let go of Jesus about 1,000 years, tell Mom and Dad just hang on. Tell the rest of them just hang on. I'll be with you in about 1,000. But that's what we need. Gotta get ourselves to want to go to get there. They both said it, and it's all and it's true, and it ain't no other place to go. And I'll let y'all in on another story, another message that God put on my heart about. And we'll touch back on some of all this right here. But it's a message me and her talked about this morning, the Lord laid on my heart. And it's easy to figure out. It's everybody, if you'll just listen what we'll tell you. And it's easy to figure out if you use common sense, that all we'll tell you. And it'll change some people's way of thinking. Not by just what God has given me through the Holy Spirit, and it's common sense. Just common sense. Anybody with common sense, what we're going to go and what we're going to. I can't tell you now, but I'll show you. Well, proof, show you proof of what some things in here. Anyway, so y'all see today what God has got in store for us. He gave it to Jesus, make it easy way, and Moses saved us. Moses saved us. We wouldn't be here today. We in that bunch that went in there. He'd have stopped it. God would have put a halt to it. He'd let them other old people went on. But anyway, that's good information right there. It just took about blew my mind thinking about it. Getting what God had for them and what Jesus had for us. And them big old fruit though, them big old grapes, man. I sat down and eat about 2 of them and I'd be so fat, so blowed up I couldn't eat no more, about 2 grapes. You went and sat down and eat a whole vine of them. They blow up like dynamite.
That might give you might grow that big.
Huh?
The vine I gave you might grow that big.
Yeah. They might. They'll know. But anyway, let's sing us a song today.